We've got an extra lady on set today. Put your hands together for Kendall.
Hi. We're so excited to have her.
It's so weird being on this side of the camera. Like I'm always over there in that corner, so.
We've seen a little pieces of Kendall when she brings up the microphone or has to bring us props, but she is the beauty behind the camera. Yes. She belongs in front of it.
Hello, absolutely. Thank you.
And she's a wreath expert.
I love crafting and I love drinking wine, so let's just combine them, you know?
Perfect combination.
No, we left the wine at home, but this is such a cool DIY. You guys have been asking for a DIY project, something you can do with the kiddos or on your own. And who doesn't love a good holiday wreath, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And this is so simple. I had all of this stuff at home.
Ready to go.
Yeah, and you can do it with your kids, you can do it with your girlfriends, you can do whatever you want to do.
Whatever you want, right?
So I had a cardboard box that I cut a circle out of, as you can see.
Nice.
I also randomly had a bunch of paint chip things.
I love these colors, though, if I might say.
They're so
perfect
they're
fall
warm
colors.
and fall, exactly. So
them.
let's just get started. So this is what I did. You just cut a little piece of kind of like a leaf.
A leaf does not have to be perfect.
Absolutely not. I mean, look how imperfect that is. Yeah. So after that, you fold it in half. And as you can see, I cut out way more than I thought I needed. So,
what I love is that you can customize it. So you have a good eye, obviously, for colors. So you picked out these beautiful fall shades.
Exactly.
A lot of us might have one of those wheels that have like 1,000 of these little sheets. And this is a great way to repurpose that. And so you're doing great for the earth too and repurposing. So show us how we do this. You can grab those at Home Depot.
And they're free.
Yeah.
They're free.
You just like casually grab 100 of them and just walk out.
And then just walk out the store and be like, I'm painting my entire house. And nobody's gonna question you. All right, so we have a bunch of leaves. This took about 15 minutes to cut out all of these, so it took a good chunk of time.
But you can get the kids involved with that part. With the little kids.
This is the longest part of the process.
Oh, for sure, cutting. And cutting circles, oh my gosh, cutting circles is the hardest thing.
Yes, the perfect circle, but this is very close to perfect, if not perfect.
Thank you.
All right, so where do we start, guys?
Kendall.
So, I'm gonna put this here. I'm going to grab a leaf. I'm going to put glue all over this thing. Does not have to be perfect. You're gonna get glue on your hands. It's fine. Everyone's gonna be okay. So we're just gonna put that leaf down.
Nice.
There you go.
And that's it. And we just keep choosing random ones. And there doesn't have to be a certain way, doesn't have to be perfect. That's the best part about this, is it can be totally imperfect and no one's gonna call you out except for yourself.
Yeah, well, and this is cool too because it doesn't necessarily need to be just these little paint things, but maybe you have some felt lying around, so that's like a fall texture that we could use in any shades. So you could do just a combo of like brown and orange, and it's kid friendly, so you don't have to use, and go this way, right? You don't have to use the just Elmer's glue. If you're an adult and you're just crafty and you want to do this on your own to make sure it lasts a long time, you can try a hot glue gun.
Exactly.
Right? But if you want it to be kid friendly, you can't go wrong with Elmer's glue, which can be found anywhere. And then these little paint things, and they come in different sizes. So if you want to have huge leaves, you can go pick whatever brand of paint has those really big ones.
Exactly.
Grab a few of those sheets and make larger ones. So let's see what this is going to look like when we're done.
So this is the unfinished product, obviously. And this
Great
is what,
job so far.
Yes, this is what I completed last night.
Isn't that so cool? Great job.
It's got a lot of the warm colors. It also, I really like grays because it cools it down. So I put a lot of gray, and I'm pretty pleased with the finishing product. What do y'all think?
I love it, and I think this isn't just cute for a wreath. You can put it on your kids' doors, or you can even put it as like a centerpiece on your table and put like a candle in the middle.
I love that idea.
Yes,
and add some little greenery around it.
The next time we have a girls' night, we're gonna do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And there will be wine.
Yes, of course.
But look
always.
how cute that is. Well, let's give Kendall a round of applause for her first on-screen appearance with us. And we'll certainly have her back to teach us more arts and crafts. You just got schooled with our first DIY on Coastal Living. Up next, we have TOKC in the house. We're finishing off Pediatric Cancer Awareness Month, but we're going to talk about it all the time because it's important and we need to. So up next, TOKC. Thank you, Kendall, again for this cute wreath.
Thanks for having me.
You're watching Coastal Living on KZTV, the only lifestyle show made in the Coastal Bend for the Coastal Bend.
Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.